How do you know knowledge works? It's simple. Apply it. Never buy another car battery. Never. Restore your own battery. You can do it yourself. The only thing you may need, that you will need, is this charger right here. This is the charger that charges car batteries. It's the big one, but you're gonna need this to actually recondition your batteries. I got this off of Walmart. Took a good look at it, and when you recondition your battery, you're gonna also need some distilled water. Now, people say that these batteries can't be reconditioned, but if that's the case, then why when I go buy a brand new battery at O'Reilly's, AutoZone, or even if I go get one from the junkyard, why do they ask for my old battery if they can't be reconditioned? What they do is they take your old battery, sell you a new battery between $99 to $200, $300 for one of their batteries that they done reconditioned. And they're gonna give you a core fee of $20. But they're gonna take that battery and sell that battery for about $200 or $300. $99 up to $200 or $300. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you see something like that, it's always in the middle opportunity for you. Because if you can restore a battery, so can I. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it. When you deal with YouTube, I look at YouTube as a university, because everything that I have learned that have worked, I have got it off of YouTube. I got this from a guy on YouTube. I don't steal information and then act like I came up with it. No, we learn from everybody, but I put it on my channel because I applied it. You know what I'm saying? By me applying it, I can speak about it because I have really done it. Now, and as a matter of fact, that channel is called Sweet the Project Guy. He's a real good dude, man. I got a lot of information from him, man, because it's straight to the point and it's genuine and it works. Now, when you deal with your car battery, this is what you want to do. You're going to need that car charger right there. You're going to need that. Also, you're going to need some distilled water. You remove the top of the lid right here that goes like this. You remove this. And sometimes when your battery is dead, inside of there is dry. So you fill it up, not with regular tap water, you fill it up with distilled water. Now, this is where you got to pay close attention to, because it has to be done to the science. It has to be done just how it's supposed to be done, period. Now, you connect this car charger to this battery. You make sure the app is on 12-volt start, right there. You turn your charger on, and you time it on your phone 15 minutes. You let that battery charge, go through the charging process for 15 minutes. You might see a little bit of jumping, a little bit of bubbles. You might see, or you might not see anything because the battery is just that dead. But you got 5 cycles that you're going to take this battery through. And on that 5th cycle, you're going to see all these right here moving. All these cells, you're going to see them bubbling. And that means that you have reconditioned your battery. Now, you take that battery, put it to your positive and to your negative. You turn the battery charger on. You time your phone for 15 minutes. And you let that battery charger stay on there for 15 minutes. When your 15 minutes is up, you take the battery, you turn the charger off, and you let the battery sit for 1 hour. 1 hour. Put it on your clock, on your phone, you time it. When that 1 hour is up, you repeat that same process again. 15 minutes, turn it off, let it rest for 1 hour. That's 2 cycles. And then you repeat that same cycle like that 5 times. On that 4th or 5th time, sometimes it might be on the 3rd time, on the 4th or 5th time, you'll start seeing the cells come to life. On the 4th time, you'll start seeing them bubble. On the 5th time, they really then came to life. And I'm gonna show you exactly how it's supposed to look when your cells is bubbling when you have went through those cycles. But this is something that, excuse me, I'm glad this happened while I'm on this phone. My cycle is up, my 15-minute cycle is up. I turned that off. That's off. This is my second cycle. No, I'm going to my third cycle on this right here. Here's my third cycle I'm going into. Now, I go on my phone, I go into my minutes, and I press 59 minutes. That's an hour. 60 seconds is an hour. I let this rest for 1 hour. And then I come back in and I repeat that same cycle 5 times. You will be surprised. And as a matter of fact, you would never go buy another battery again by following this process. I will never go buy another battery again, period. I had a situation where I sold a car, and I'm gonna put another video about this, about a 2008 Malibu. If your gear shifter is not responding and it's just loose, it's a very simple fix to that. But people might say it's your transmission, people might say it's your battery. You know what I'm saying? Well, when you're dealing with cars, you know what I'm saying, you learn different things about cars, and every time that you sell anything or sell any service to anyone, it's 2 things that will be attested, and that's your honesty and your integrity. So when the lady that bought my car, you know, which I've been knowing her, you know what I'm saying, when she bought the car, things happen. You know what I'm saying? That's really out of your control. But when you are a good businessman, you go solve that problem immediately. Well, I'm gonna put that into another video, but the situation happened where this 2008 Malibu, it stopped running. She said it was the battery, the transmission, so I go aid and assist her immediately, you know what I'm saying? So I took over the vehicle, she went home, you know what I'm saying? I took over the vehicle, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the car, so I went and bought a battery. I was pissed off that I went and bought that battery because I don't buy batteries no more. Excuse me? I don't buy them no more. That's out the question. You know what I'm saying? But I went and bought a battery because it was too late, you know what I'm saying, for me to actually, I just had to go get that brand new battery. When I got the battery, it wasn't the battery. So I took that battery back, you know what I'm saying, because it was not the battery. The battery I had in that car, it was a damn good battery, basically a new battery. And how I knew the battery was good is I accidentally putting the cables on, hit the positive, you know what I'm saying, I mean the negative. I actually hit some steel in there and it sparked. You know what I'm saying? So it let me know, wait a minute, this got life in it. You know what I'm saying? So basically it was not the battery. You know what I'm saying? But when I went and bought that battery, I was, because I know what they do with the battery. So I had to take an old battery that I had and give it to them. And when I went back to go get my money back, I asked my old battery. They said that they had shipped the batteries out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I hate losing like that, because when you know how to do something and you have done it and you know it worked, then why would you go buy something from anybody else when you know that you can do something on your own? That's just common sense though. You know what I'm saying? But when you deal with these batteries, when you deal with them, you have to go through those cycles and everything got to be on time. I'm gonna say this again. When you take and go through that first cycle, you put it on for 15 minutes, you take it off. You let that battery rest for 1 hour with nothing done. You ain't doing nothing to it. And then when that hour is up, you go through the same cycle again for 15 minutes, take it off, let it rest. Do it again, 15 minutes, take it off, and let it rest. You do that for 5 cycles. And on that 5th cycle, your battery is gonna be recharged. You can best believe that. And I also left out something else, because this is what I also got too. You know what I'm saying? Now, I told you that you're gonna need that charger right there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need that charger. You're gonna need some distilled water. And I also have a battery tender right here. This is necessary. I got a battery tender, because when you take and charge these batteries up, you want to keep them, you know, fully charged. You know what I'm saying? So I take and switch the battery tender to to different batteries. You know what I'm saying? I just switch it, you know what I'm saying? But if you just had, excuse me, one battery, you can just plug this up to the battery and just let it sit. And it's gonna keep enough current to that battery to keep it on full charge. You know what I'm saying? And what I like about these is that you can't mess up because they got a mechanism in it where if you cross-reference the negative with the positive, you know what I'm saying, it won't do anything. You know what I'm saying? It won't do anything. And I like that. But this is called a battery tender. And also you can use this battery tender if you got a car in the garage or a motorcycle in the garage and you got it in the garage over the winter time, you can just put it on there and just let it charge. You know what I'm saying? And it'll keep that battery on charge. This battery right here goes to my Magnum. Took it out of my Magnum, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing some work on it, but when I go move the Magnum, I put that battery in there, boom, that thing fired up like a brand new battery. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, if you can do something on your own, do it on your own. YouTube, you learn so much on YouTube. If you apply it, YouTube is better than college. Because these are people that have went through trial and error and giving you the best results and the best version of themselves when they're showing you how to do something. I paid one with the cord of my battery. I paid like 150 something for the battery. I immediately took that battery back the next day. You know what I'm saying? And I got my money back because I had a 1-year warranty on it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that was an emergency situation. I had to do what I had to do at that time, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought that was the issue, you know what I'm saying? But I immediately took that battery back the next day because it wasn't an issue. And I just do my own batteries. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I collect batteries. I collect them because guess what? I do my own batteries. So if somebody want to buy a battery from me, you're going to buy a brand new battery. As a matter of fact, when I addressed that 2008 Malibu, I addressed the sister's car. What I did was take the battery out, you know what I'm saying, because she was sitting for a minute. She was sitting, so she had the lights on, you know what I'm saying. This battery stayed like that for hours. And the battery was still strong. So what I did was run it home and put it on my battery tender and recharge that battery to 100%. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you deal with business, you know what I'm saying? But also, when you want to do something on your own, just try it. Just try it, and I promise you, you know what I'm saying, you will not be disappointed. Recondition your own batteries. Do not buy a battery. Once you learn this, you will not buy another battery from anyone. From anyone. Now, I'm going to show you. When you go through your full cycle and your battery is charging and it's taking the charge, your cells will look like this. I'm going to put it up right here in the corner of this video right here. It'll look just like this. Take a look at it. That's how your cells definitely is going to be looking on that 5th cycle. Absolutely. This is how they look when they're fully charging. Sometimes the water might run out, don't worry about it, you just block that off.